My original plan was going to be doing this on the GoPro, but it looks a lot less suspicious if I'm on my phone and I don't literally have a camera in my hand. So we're doing a nighttime vlog. I'm actually in my Santa Cruz tonight. It is a 2024 Hyundai Santa Cruz and it's Noble White. This is going to have a proper review on my garage channel at some point. I wanted to do one last video with the Mazda, but my dad's actually taking it tonight for someone to go look at it, so she might be gone. Definitely getting another 2012 Mazda 3, favorite car in the world. However, this Hyundai, for a daily driver, it's pretty hard to beat. I like it. I am a huge Hot Wheels nerd, as you guys know. Ooh, here it is. I collect 34 Willys Coupes, Corvette, Gasser. Here it is. I don't have one of these yet. $3,699. Almost up to $4 again. Not fun. Two things that are taking some getting used to. The gas cap is on the driver's side on this. On my Mazda, it's on the right. So I pulled up a couple times and looked like an idiot because I've been on the wrong side. Two, this has a bigger tank, so it is a little more of a punch in the wallet. Gets 28 miles to the gallon, which is really good. But when you compare it to my 5-speed in my Mazda, which was a manual, I got about 35, so it feels like a gas guzzler, even though it's not. But I like it. It's all-wheel drive, goes good in the snow. And I love these tires. I got some Venom Power Terrain Hunters on here. They are killer. Hum a little bit, but not too bad. Not too bad. Got her parked up. This is its first trip to Walmart, I believe. I think it's its first trip into town, really, too. So, into the old Wally World. And look for some Hot Wheels. Maybe get a couple things for Christmas. And just pick up some stuff. Normally, I am thoroughly disappointed with the people that run these stores. Most of the time, it's because they just don't care. It's 8 o'clock at night. That's the best service I've ever gotten at a Walmart. Put your carts back. Well, the brakes work pretty darn good on this thing. I had a deer walk out in front of me. I've got 2,500 miles on this thing. 4 deer. I almost hit 4 deer. I swear they know. When something's either brand new or you love it, they try and kill it. It never fails. I've never understood why in vlogs people like watching other people eat. We'll give it a try. I get it. I'm an American. I eat junk food. Bite me. I know it's killing me faster, but I will die fat and happy. You want a husky? No, you don't. This thing's an animal. Ah, that's a finger, that's a finger, that's a finger! Ah! Ow. Oh god, here she comes again. Oh, you're not gonna do it? You're not gonna do it on camera? She wants to. Hold on. She can reach better in my bathroom sink. There it is. She will sit here until I shut it off. Look at her little legs. I got a bunch of this foam board for doing boat projects and other projects with. I made this one, and the videos are actually up on the RC channel. Worked pretty good. Working on making a version 2. I'm going to make it about half the size. However, I'm going to fill these up with oil tonight, probably. Probably not, if I'm being realistic with myself. I'm getting ready to sell my RC Rock Bouncer, so it just needs a drive shaft for the rear, and these new shocks, because the last one stripped right out. I plan on selling the Rock Bouncer, and I want to get a Red Cat Everest 10. I already have a Gen 7, but the Everest is just a cool little truck, and I'm thinking... I'm definitely keeping the tires on this, but I'm thinking I might sell my SCX-10 mud truck that I built. This was a really fun project. However, it's... I want a SCX-10 base camp, so that might be next up on the channel too. I've got this SCX-10 trail truck that I built, and I really like how this one turned out. I'm thinking I'm going to switch the axles... I think I'm going to switch the axles out, however, just because it's easier to swap just the axles than pull the transmission out of this. The other one is longer, but I'm going to go with a shorter wheelbase one. I'm going to swap the axles out because I like my Gen 7 axles, I like my Red Cat axles, and then probably sell the other one and have this as my SCX-10 trail truck, and then have the SCX-10 base camp for a comparison. A real big one that I'm excited for is finishing up my Viterra Ascender Wrecker build. This used to be the C10 Chevy, or K10, because it was actually the all-wheel drive. Viterra Ascender short wheelbase. I had this thing for a long time. I think I've been going for almost 4 years now with it, 4 or 5 years. And I think it's closer to, yeah, it's about 4 years. Maybe a little more. I don't know. Time flies. But I've had this truck for a long time, and they stopped making the Ascender, and parts were always kind of hard to get for, and this truck was so exclusive. All of the parts were pretty much just made for this. So I have converted it to an SCX-10. I just drilled a couple holes in the frame here and on the other side to convert it so the SCX-10 transmission can mount in. Got a Traxxas Titan 12 turn in there, 25 kilogram servo. These are just knockoff SCX-10 axles. I'd actually like to put some good ones on there at some point. But I've got some stuff to 3D print to get this truck ready, and I think it's going to be an absolute little beast once I get it finished. I'm so happy to get my Ascender back. I'm going to be turning the Fortec into a rally car, I think. Really looking forward to it. The drift car I got to finish up. That's a new body for my 4-wheel drive slash, there's my dad's 2-wheel drive, his TRX4 Sport. I'll actually take you guys down and show you some of the other projects. We've got my Speedrun Bandit, which is going to be converted back to a regular Bandit. This is the starting process of my new Speedrun Bandit. Got the aluminum bulkhead. It's not fully bolted down just yet. Still working on everything. Got the front end mocked up. I am just getting all the bits for the transmission. That will get mounted. This one actually has a locked rear end, so no differential. And all the parts from that one are going to be getting transferred back over to this. That one's going to be put back on the brushless Valenian system. My two-wheel drive Slash just needs a slipper clutch kit. And then she is ready to rock once again. I love this. This was my first RC. Here is the Rock Bouncer. This is actually a good little truck. I love how it handles. It's actually a really, really good truck. It climbs super, super well. But as you can see, I got these cheap shocks, and they just stripped right out super fast. This actually has a belt-driven transmission and a Red Cat 550 size can with the Red Cat Piranha ESC receiver combo. I've got the Ascender tires on it. The only thing that this needs is the new shocks, which I got to fill with oil and put on there, and then the rear drive shaft. The side panel actually ended up breaking off because the two screws in there got stuck, but I will probably attach it on again just for sale, or I'll take the other side off and call it good. But this is actually a really good little truck. It's just needs a more dedicated builder to get everything dialed up. Just needs a new home. It's a good little truck, though. This here is my magnum opus. This is was a Red Cat Gen 7 Everest. It has been converted to a portal axle Red Cat Gen 7 Everest with brass weights, brass wheel extenders. These are Injora beadlocks. I love these wheels. These have quite the offset on them, actually. Really nice Injora tires as well. I also have Injora brass wheel weights inside, front and rear. It is 4-wheel steering at that, and I've just converted it to servo on axle, and I'm just getting the steering buttoned up. Still got the front bumper. That's a little loose, but I'm still getting things dialed in. This is going to need a shock replacement at some point, just because these shocks have been on it for a long time and are worn out. I will be putting the rear bumper back on this so I can actually do a little bit of towing with it. And I got to take this motor out just because it's got a super bad delay, and I will be putting a brushed motor back into it. This actually has a Dumbo receiver in it, so it's got super, super good range, and at some point I would like to actually convert this to a 2-speed transmission. I think this truck is going to be an absolute beast once I get it fully dialed in, which is taking a long time. A lot of people complain about this truck. I actually really like it, even though I spent a lot of time and a lot of money working on it. As a trail truck, this is just fine. This is all you really need to get started, but I can't leave anything alone.